The training and education, in my opinion, is the most important of all these videos because this is the only one that's going to equip you to make the comp plan work, to make your money work, to make your time work, and give you freedom of your time, and so that you can be able to do everything that you want to do with your life. And the training is so simple. I'm going to do it very briefly because it's so easy. So first, if you go out there and you try to build a home business the way most people try, you're just going to piss off your friends. You're going to alienate yourself. It's not going to be any fun. You're just going to get a lot of resistance and little to no curiosity from anyone. And at the end of the day, you can have the most awesome compensation plan, but you won't get paid anything because you just practice some really poor skills. And that's how most people try to do this, sadly. So in my training, I'm going to teach you first how to be yourself and pull more of yourself out of you. And for all of you, to various degrees, this is going to be a wonderful discovery process too. In my training course, it's not uncommon for someone to start earning their first residual income inside of the first week or inside the first 30 days. So that's highly, highly, highly encouraging, including people that have never built a home business before in their lives. Now, here's what I call the daily core of activities. They're also called daily vital behaviors. You'll learn how to do them in ways that does not interfere with anything you've got going on, but it will complement what you've got going on and what you want to do. So no matter how busy or not busy, this fits in. And I designed it that way on purpose so that anyone who is sincerely interested in this will be able to do this. So what I teach is this. It's pretty simple. 1, consume the product so that you can get a result. You're going to be the proof, baby. You can organically inspire and organically invite people with you, which brings us to the second activity, inviting people. So the way that I invite, this is where most people blow it, by the way. This is where it's totally different, the way that I teach it. So most people in other experiences, other trainings, they're inviting people into their deal. They're inviting people directly to just sign up, and they're pitching people. It doesn't work. You know it. I know it. So what I'm doing is totally opposite. I teach people to invite people to look at information about a product to see if it's something that they'd even consider doing. And by the way, if it's totally not your bag, you're not interested in trying it, it's totally cool. Not a big deal. And if you want to try it, great, we'll do it. So here's what the invitation could look like. It could be as simple as, hey Sue, I just got into a business. I don't know if the business would be for you, but I think you might really like the product. Would you like to take a look at it? That can be a phone call. It can be a private message, email. I've been testing this extensively since I started in August of 2007. It was about 2 years later that I got the invitation down so that I could probably shave 2 years off of your efforts with that alone, just so you know. The later half of 2009, I got the invitation down to look like what you just heard. So it's been quite a few years of testing it extensively since then. So I get curiosity, I get gratitude, I get thank yous. I don't really get resistance. It's very, very rare if somebody shows any resistance. And I've had other people terribly shy. People that have tried other businesses that turned people off in the past, and they try this approach, and they come back the next day, and they're like, Tom, this actually worked. People want to know about it. How exciting. And then their confidence is better, and all those kinds of things. And I'm like, thank goodness some people still have the openness to try something like this, no matter what's happened in the past. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's the second thing, it's inviting. Consume the product, be the proof it works, and how we invite people. And the third thing, I have people do this whenever they're ready. Some people are ready immediately, maybe a week later, a few days later. It's developing attractive content. You get to be yourself. You get to pull yourself out of yourself. My Facebook timeline, for example, go up and down it, and I'm talking about things I'm passionate about, things I love talking about, and I'm doing it in a way that's attractive. People interact, and new people friend up with me, so my contacts are growing on a daily basis. Likewise, I've had the shyest, most socially awkward and inept of people try this stuff out as I teach it, and they let me know, Tom, this is amazing. I'm getting friend requests, people are contacting me, starting the conversation with me about what I'm doing. I mean, that's a really cool thing. So that's the third activity. So we've got consuming the product, to get a result, and being proof it works, how we invite people, and sharing attractive content coming from your heart, your passions, and what you love talking about. And the fourth thing is going to be daily personal growth and development. That could be if you're a reader. You could read really great books that helps you with your philosophies, your emotional maturity, a skill set about whatever, whatever you need to develop yourself. You could be listening to audio. One cool thing about personal development is that you don't even need to take any extra time to do it. When you're driving in your car, or maybe when you're riding in a subway, or public transportation, just put something in your iPod or whatever, and listen to some really great, fantastic audio, just as long as you're putting great ideas and mindset stuff into your brain every day, whether it's for your emotional maturity, spiritual maturity, or maybe more of a how to do something kind of thing for a particular skill set that you're weak in that you want to know about. Whatever it is, you just do a little bit, a few minutes every day. That's all it takes. So that's it. All my trainings are around those things, and I've got all kinds of little strategies, big strategies, mini, everything in between, all things that you can do in your spare time. And for those of you that really want to plug away for hours every day, it really doesn't matter. I've got you covered so that it works for you. And it's all going to be centered around who you are, never to be asked to be somebody that you're not, because that's weird and it turns people off. So there you go. I hope that clears it up for you, because this is the most important thing. It's the training, it's the education. It's not the comp plan. Like everyone thinks it's the comp plan, and it's really not. The comp plan doesn't pay people who don't work, and people who don't get the skills, people who don't show up. The comp plan doesn't do anything for them, even if it's the most awesome comp plan ever made in the history of mankind. It's the training, it's the education. So there you go. I heart people who have the guts to be themselves, to live, to laugh, and to learn how to make lots of residual passive money by spreading health and wealth.